It's time, honey. 5 weeks, a Gemini, trying to cage a Gemini in one place for 5 weeks. Hey, girl, I'm back in 4 weeks. I'm going to the Hamptons for two, and then I think New York for two. And then I'm back, and you and I clear your schedule, Sarah. Clear your schedule. We have a dinner to attend. I saw Terry and Heather at dinner the other night at
How are the
Craig's.
Dubros?
You know,
How are the Dubros?
you know. I was somewhere with you, and the Dubrows were there, and one of our friends said, I didn't say this, and you know this, you were standing there, said, I've known Heather for years, and sometimes I'm good enough for her to acknowledge, and sometimes she acts like she doesn't know me. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I didn't say that,
Did
and you
she
were
did
there.
she react to you? Did she
No,
acknowledge you? Okay.
no, and I was like, whatever, it's fine, I don't care. But I went to
He's
Craig's. I
okay.
was so tired that night. I already ate. I had the meatballs and the Caesar salad.
Mm.
My regular order there.
Oh, it's so good there. I love Craig's at the bar.
Regular.
It's so fun. Such a great scene.
It's such a great
Great
scene.
scene. It's
Um,
so awesome. Best paparazzi spot.
best paparazzi spot. Do we care at all about I don't know. What is Teddy saying? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. I don't care about the gnat. I don't care about the fucking gnat.
Well, she went on his and hers podcast. They're the founders of Dear Media. We did their pod. And,
That's a
just
big, that's what Ivanka Trump was on. I never knew
Ivanka.
this is no shade. I never knew that this was such a big podcast, but apparently it is. I mean,
Well, they've made it big, and they've been at it, I think, quite a long time, 6 or 7 years. I think only in the past year or so it's become really huge. They had Ivanka on. Yeah, they've had a lot of fascinating guests, but they scored Teddy, and Teddy just revealed
honey, I
that
think Ivanka is I mean, I don't care what your politics are, people, but
she's a hard get.
that's a hard
Yeah,
get. I
she's a
mean,
hard get.
Teddy, the Nat, now she ain't gonna talk to me because she
An
fucking
easy
hates
get.
me. I don't think Teddy's such a hard thing. Well, I mean, she has her own podcast, but I don't know if the Nat is so hard. But go on.
So Teddy basically just said that Edwin cheated
Mm.
first.
Mm.
Uh, and that, like when they were cast for RHOBH, they were having major issues, but they just buried them. I thought most of it sounded like they were having issues for a very long time. And then when the affair stopped with him, a couple of years later, he sort of came around, wanted to make it work. I don't know why you continue to have kids with somebody that already from the start, you're like, ugh, I don't know. But maybe you feel like your clock is ticking, so might as well have these kids, and maybe he's not the worst thing, so we'll figure it out later. And eventually he came around. He really wanted to work it out. By that time, Teddy was checked out. However, Teddy never told him she was checked out. She just sort of played along like, oh, yeah, yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. They rode along like that for a couple years. And then the old Tedster, although I don't think she went into any detail about her alleged, I don't even think it's alleged, really, her affair. So there you have it. Sounds like they've been dysfunctional for a very.
It's over. Move on. I said this on Patreon over last past weekend. I mean Kim Kardashian is going on for that baby ba, trying to be a lawyer, but in another lifetime, she's probably not gonna do this now. This Erica Jane, get off Broadway, get into a law school, go for the 3 years, study for the.
Oh.
I'm telling you, this Erica Jane, what she did last week, I've never seen something like it. Brilliant,
Oh,
brilliant.
you thought, wait, the scene where she
Loved
lectured
it, loved
Dorit, you
it.
loved it.
Because
Okay.
that's what I do. I mean, I'm not supposed to mention your friend. You tell me not to mention. I like to lawyer up. The minute I smell a lawsuit, I mean, her advice was so good. She's like, now granted, she has PTSD and she's also, as she said, talking to herself. But yeah, Dorit, I mean,
Dorito.
I think, you know what I think?
What do you think,
Now,
honey?
again, I really should just text PK and get him on this podcast. I think
Get
he
him.
would
Yeah,
tell
what are you
his
waiting
side.
for? Yeah, you must
But
be having him on.
here's the deal. I think when the season ends, this is my prediction. Just like I did, you know how I get when I do predictions. I think when the finale, like during the reunion, the finale, one episode left, I think Dorit or PK will file. I think one of these parties is waiting to file, and I think it's going to happen during the finale. or the reunion.
Ooh, you do.
Or the reunion. The reunion's pre-taped, but or right after that. Yep. I think
Okay.
listen, think about it. If you're PK and if you're Dorit, you don't they what they do to you, these bastard producers. Dorit too. Now Dorit has even walked it back a little bit on the after show last week, where she's like, after saying, I tell the kids daddy's been calling and calling. She did walk it back and say, okay, maybe but they, overstated what a bad father he was, but they will do you wrong. So I think, and I could be wrong, I think that especially PK is not even on the fucking. I mean, if I were PK, I would be fuming at producers, fuming. They ain't doing him so good this season. And Dorit ain't doing him so good. But whatever's taken out of context or not, I would just say, like, this is filmed, so God knows what we're gonna see. God knows if they're gonna splice it together that Dorit's saying this from 5 hours ago. And you know how they do it, Sarah. So if I were PK or Dorit, because she doesn't know either, I would wait. I would wait to see what we see on the screen and let's talk about it. And then I would file. I would just wait. Yep. I think someone's waiting to file. But that 10 years. That 10 years, it's not, guys, hurry up if it hasn't already passed. That's all I have
First
to
of all,
say.
he needs to be
Sorry.
writing production and kissing their ass. He needs Dorit to stay employed. Okay. He needs Dorit to stay employed. So I wouldn't, PK, I know you're listening. Do not make a fuss with the producers, period. End of story. You need to do whatever you need to do, be the sacrificial lamb. You need to keep that queen employed so she can afford those babies and pay the bills from that 7-page email that you sent because they've notoriously been plagued with financial issues. Maybe that's not the case, but I mean, all this stuff, right? Unless it's rented, all the Chanel, all that stuff adds up. So it's like you just have to be generating an insane amount of income every month to keep it up. Even if, let's say, even if PK generated 50K a month in income, the lifestyle though is so when you've got like a huge car payment, you've got 30, 40, $50,000 at Chanel. I mean, it's just like it doesn't go as far as you think.
50K times 12 is $600,000 a year. It's not that much money for two, guys, please don't jump all
No,
over
it
me.
is. It's a
But
ton
for
of money, but
two
in
kids,
Beverly Hills,
right.
it's not. It's California is
It's
its
it's a
own
lot of money.
weird,
It's just not for
it's
two
insane
kids.
money.
And the Louis Vuitton wrap coat that you have on that I saw once that is 5,200. Then I mean this is I know Louis prices. Then she has another Louis coat. I'm like that is literally $10,100. Like this is just Louis. I don't know what the other price is for this. It's like it's not a lot of money for all that.
Okay, $600,000 is like life-changing money if you're making that in a year. But in California, it's so weird here
It's hard.
that it's like that isn't enough money. It's so weird. But everywhere else where people are normal, it's life-changing money. But he needs to thank her. Erica Jane, I'd love to see as an attorney. That would be great.